Hi guys, Mrs. Abrams, and I'm going to be doing some of the lessons, demonstrating some of the lessons that I sent home for you guys. So this one that I'm doing is the wrapper one for 2nd grade, and you're going to need to collect soup labels or Cheeto bags, cereal, anything with labels of any kind, okay? You're just going to collect them, right? Personal favorite, Hershey Kisses. You could even use junk mail. Like I get lots of junk mail, so you can use anything that's got pictures. Bassmaster magazines, okay? So you're gonna have all your labels, and then you have your red paper that I gave you. So we're gonna create basically like a poster. So I'm gonna take my labels and I'm just gonna cut them up. Okay, and then you're gonna glue them down, okay? And let's see, where's my glue stick? Right, well. So you can use any glue that you have at home. If you don't have glue, you can mix flour and water. That'll make a paste. That'll make it so things will stick to. You just have to make sure it's thin so that you can spread it. So I'm just gonna start gluing some of my things. And if you hear a little squeaker voice in the background, that's my grandson. That's Arden. So there's one piece. And let's see. Cut up some more. So this is kind of like a graffiti, art-inspired lesson. So a lot of times if you go into the city, you'll see a bunch of posters and stuff that are up on the wall for concerts or I don't know, somebody advertising for something. And then usually you almost always find someone that comes along and they do something called tagging, which is spray painting or something over what's posted on the walls and stuff. But we're not going to do tagging. We're not going to go around tagging stuff. We're just going to create our poster. And we'll do some tagging on our poster. So let's see. Well, I'll do my Hershey Kisses. Actually, I like the shape, so I'm going to cut out the Hershey Kiss. Bring my kiss down. And you're just going to arrange it however you like. Something that looks pleasing to you. And get some Cheerios. The main thing when you're gluing things down is you want to make sure it's flat, okay? let's see, I've got some of Arden's Baby Puffs. His personal favorite. And that's him in the background. You can hear him playing his drum. Little Gerber baby. So basically like that, you're just trying to get things to stick down and to stay flat. Okay, first Gerber baby's not gonna work. Alright, let's see. We got another soup ladle. I hear you, Arden. You playing your drum? That's his Chewbacca impression. Alright. I'll probably put something else. So you just keep overlapping. Remember, overlapping, you put one thing over another thing. Overlapping. So we're creating a collage. And like I said, the main thing is to make sure you get everything to stay flat. So you might have to go back and stick all the corners and stuff like that down. Okay? Alright. So then once you get it the way you like, and it's a fair amount that's covered, I gave you a piece of foam. And yours was smaller. So I cut mine about the size that you got. So you had a piece of foam like this. And this is what we use for printmaking. Which once we get back to school, we'll be doing that. So on this foam, I'm going to write some words. So action words like wow, pow, zam, zoom, whatever you want. Okay, so I'm going to do wow. So I'm just going to write right on the foam. Going to write my word. So I've written my word, wow, and now I'm going to cut out the letters. And what we've been doing in second grade is we've been using different kinds of materials, media, to do artwork with. So we were in the midst of making cardboard birds. Some of you finished, some of you didn't finish. Again, we'll finish those when we get back to school. And so I'm trying to introduce you to different kinds of things that you can use to create art. So it's not just all painting or drawing. Cutting out my letters. So this is my W. My O is going to be a little tricky. So there's my O. And I'm going to cut out my other W. Alright, so there's my other W. Okay, so I have wow. W-O-W. Wow. So what we're going to do now is we're going to print on top of our collage. So here's our collage. So now I'm going to print the word wow on top of my collage. So I have paint. So I would recommend using paint. But again, I know that some of you may not have paint. And I know in the directions it said to use a brayer, and I know that a lot of you don't have these materials, and that's fine. I get that. So we're just going to improvise and do the best we can. So if you were using a brayer, you would put the ink on the paper like that, and then you would roll the ink onto the brayer, and then you roll it onto your letters like this, and then you're just going to press it onto where you want it. So I'm just going to make a press here, and then I'm going to lift. So there's my W, and so I'm going to do it again with my O. Again, pressing and then lifting. I'm going to do my W again. And lift. So again, I'm improvising too. You can't really see my word too well because we would normally use ink, but I don't have ink at home. So, excuse me, I'm just using what I have, which is tempera paint. So you can do it multiple times. You can have your word repeat over and over your images. And the other thing that you can do too is if you don't have paint or anything to use, you could actually just cut out the letters, color them with markers, and just glue the words right on top if you want to do that too. So that's the wrapper art project, okay? And it was just something fun to do so that you can learn to experiment and play with different materials and just to be creative and to be fun. So I hope you had fun doing this lesson. And if you have any questions, I posted it on Schoology, and I signed everybody up. The last 2 days I've been putting everybody's name in, so you should have gotten an email. And feel free to email me. And that's my cue. Little Mr. Arden's coming in. All right, buddy. All right, so I'll see you later. That's it for right now. I'll do some more lessons soon.